Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rep Melissa. I am Rep Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So I don't know what's going on with the screen here, but we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll with the little border of joy and yes. So we are in our new series that we started yesterday. The series is Thread, and it is inspired by a poem by William Stafford that is called The Way It Is. The Way It Is. And I just want to share the poem again. And then we're going to get into the thread through another poem. So this might be a poem week, y'all. And that poem is by Diana Chapman Walsh. And it's one of my favorite poems. And speaking of poems, did anyone do their affirmative poem for their essence, their quality for 2026? I did receive one that is amazingly creative and expressive and visual by our very own Shay. So I'll check in with Shay to see if I can share it. I was going to say I'll share it on Friday when we do our roll call, but let me check in with Shay first to make sure it's okay that I share it. But Shay did the assignment and she got it going. She got it going. It's absolutely beautiful. So how are you doing? How are you doing with your affirmative poem that we talked about last week? So let me share again the poem, The Way It Is by William Stafford. There's a thread you follow. It goes among things change. It goes among things that change. But it doesn't change. People wonder about what you are pursuing. You have to explain about the thread, but it's hard for others to see. While you hold it, you can't get lost. Tragedies happen, people get hurt or die, and you suffer and get old. Nothing you do can stop time's unfolding. You don't ever let go of the thread. So, yesterday I asked you all, what is your thread? What is the thread that is unchangeable? What is the thread that you hold on to no matter what? And so some of you share Christ consciousness, Jesus, Buddha, love, beautiful, wonderful threads that you are holding on to. So, what is that thread for you? That is our guiding question for this week. What is the thread for you? So, you all know one of my threads is joy. The vibration, the frequency actually of joy is one of my threads that I have over the years embraced and embodied. So, what are yours? Because it is an opportunity to return to the thread. If you have wandered off, you know what we do when we wander off? We gather ourselves and we come back to present, right? So, is there a thread that you let go of? For whatever reason, you let go of the thread. But guess what? The thread never lets go of us. The thread never lets go of us. It reminds me of the African story about Ori, right? Ori is our twin in heaven, and our twin in heaven never lets go of us. Our Ori is our purpose, and it never lets go of us. So our thread, our purpose is another thread that we get to hold on to. Our reason for being, We get to hold on to that. It's unchangeable. Your reason for being is unchangeable. So let me share the second poem. I'm going to see if I could put it up on the screen. Oh, okay. I don't know if y'all could read that. It's a little tiny, but it's there. So this poem is by Diana Chapman Walsh. I'm just curious if I could get it bigger. Let me see. No. Oh, look at that. StreamYard is doing some dudes up here. That's cute. All right, StreamYard, I see you. I see you. All right, let's get back up here. Uh-oh. See, y'all. You see what happens, right? I should have left well enough alone. Yes, I should have. So let's go back here. The poem is called Potbound. He asked me a question I never considered before. When is it that you know you have to go someplace else? At first, I think, I don't know. Don't go, never have. Just try to please, do what's expected, bloom where I'm planted. But then the answer germinates in the soil of my mind. I see a potted plant, roots protruding from the drainage hole in the bottom, to go, bursting to grow. After weeks or months or years of putting its root systems down, of consolidating its power, husbanding its resources, it has reached a crisis point. Lost its equilibrium, has to go, has to grow. I run down the cellar and root around for a larger pot, a little larger only, so my vulnerable plant won't wilt in the unstructured vastness of a new world without apparent walls. I have to smash the old pot to rescue my restless plant, impacted root system now naked in my hand. A small sacrifice, but a radical operation to deliver the plant from death. When is it that I know I have to go someplace else? When is it that I know I have to go someplace else? When I have to grow or die? Ooh, every time I say that poem, it gives me chills. It does. So, what is it for you that is ready to grow? What is it for you that is ready for you to let go of? Are you willing to let go? So you see, although the pot may change, right? The structure or the pot may change, but the essence is constant. That desire to expand, to grow, it's embedded in who we are. And it doesn't change. It doesn't change. So, what is it that you have outgrown that it is time to let go so that there is space for you to grow? So, get that larger pot, not too large, right? In the poem, it was like, don't get a pot that's too big because the vulnerable plant you don't want it to wilt in the unstructured vastness of a new world without apparent walls. So we're just getting something a little bigger, right? Just a little bigger. We're taking a baby step and we're letting go that which we have outgrown. Don't hold on to the things that you have outgrown. The things we have outgrown is not the thread. Some folks are not clear about what the thread is. So get centered in your thread and be clear about what it is you have outgrown. That which you have outgrown is not the thread. Example is people shared yesterday that a thread for them is Christ consciousness, love consciousness. That doesn't change. That doesn't change. So that is a thread. So what have you outgrown? What is ready? What is ready for its new pot? What is ready for its new pot in your life? Your essence, that which you are, is another thread. It is another thread that you get to use, that you get to experience. Yes? So, what is it for you? What is your thread? And what is it that you have outgrown? All right. That's the question that we're adding on for today. Again, the poems I'm referencing are The Way It Is by William Stafford and Potbound by Diana Chapman Walsh. Amazing. You could really just sit with both of these pieces and maybe pull out a line or two and just ask for inner guidance and write about it and see what is there for you. You may uncover your thread. You may discover that which you have outgrown. Have you outgrown worrying? Have you outgrown doubt? Have you outgrown limitation? Have you outgrown certain habits? Have you outgrown people? Have you outgrown certain behaviors? What have you outgrown that you are now willing to let go of? All right. So let's get into some joy news. So I want to share a shout out to all of my 30-day mental diet folks. We had a wonderful class last night, and now that class is closed. So if you want to experience it, you'll have to wait until 2027. And I'll give you a little sneak peek. That's going to be a totally different experience because we will be using my book. So more about that. We have plenty of time to get there, just planting the seed now. So Wednesday, we usually have our community cafe. Tonight, our community cafe is on pause. So we have paused the community cafe because we are doing something different for 2027 because we might have outgrown the pot of community cafe. And so our next pot, a little bigger, is our spiritual living book study. And you are all invited. It is open to everyone. The book is Making Peace with Your Parents by Harold Bloomberg. And this is a book to support you in your relationship with your parents, caretakers, living or transition, because those relationships really lay the foundation for how we relate to ourselves and others. So it's an opportunity to explore, to get clear. If you feel like, Rev Melissa, I am good with my parents, fabulous. You can still come and you can share. But believe you me that there is something there for everyone. So we start on February 4th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Get the book now. Be ready, be willing, show up, and we will take it from there. The Spiritual Living Book Study is exploring spiritual wisdom together in community. So I am very excited about that offering. Let's see. The other thing I would like to share is for you to mark your calendars for our next meditation with the full moon, January 29th, 2026 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. We do a full spiritual practice with the energy of the full moon. It is amazing. All right, y'all, let me tune in and see. Thank you, Sekou. Sekou shouting out the book. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Sekou. All right, thank you everyone for being with me today. Have a wonderful today. I will see you tomorrow. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.